Tannerite brand binary exploding rifle targets presents viewer feedback.
All right, this is from Jared Smith. He's from Norman, Oklahoma, and he says, "Hey Keith, I run a hunting ranch just west of town. If you were to give one piece of advice on how to grow bigger bucks, what would it be?" Jared, that is a simple question. I don't care where you are in the United States. If you want to grow bigger, healthier deer and help them reach their maximum genetic potential, you need to focus on nutrition. It's really pretty simple to do. Here at the Texas Hidden Springs Ranch over 20 years ago, we started to do that exact same thing. We started feeding record rack deer feed, and we started putting out supplemental deer feed 24/7, 365 days a year, and the results are incredible. And now we're using all seasons feeders, and I'll tell you what, the all season feeders are the greatest feeder I've ever used, simply because the deer love eating feed out of it, and when bad weather comes, feed is not wasted with this particular all-season feeder. The deer blew up in size and the results are impressive. So at the Texas Hidden Springs Ranch, we focused on nutrition by feeding record rack deer feed for over 20 years. I'm Keith.
Lou. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Lou.
Lou, okay.
And I'm Rick.
Hey, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
you. And that's Andrew right there. So.
Hey.
The first thing we like to do with rifle hunters, when they show up, they're going to find some stuff next to their bed. They're going to find lots of products by Wildlife Research Center. They're going to find some special golden estrus. They're going to find some scent killer, and I expect them to use it because the deer out here have got unbelievable noses. But they're also going to find something called Tannerite. It's a binary exploding rifle target. And most people have never shot Tannerite. And after they come here and they shoot it, I get them hooked. But the reason for shooting Tannerite, it has two compounds. You mix it together and you put it in a jar and you shake it up and it turns gray in color. You stick it out there. Every one of our rifle hunters we take down to the gun range. We want to see them shoot. We want to make sure that the rifles are on, whether they just drove in from Houston or Dallas or whether they flew from Spain. I want to make sure that we know that those people can shoot. Once we know that they're shooting well on paper, then what we'll wind up doing is setting that little jar of Tannerite out there, just to make sure and kind of up the ante, a challenge a little bit, focus them down. And when they hit that Tannerite, there's no doubt. And the good thing is, when they hit that Tannerite, I know that we've got some shooters on our hands.
We're ready.
Welcome to Texas Hidden Springs Ranch. We're glad to have y'all here today. Looking forward to a fabulous hunt with you too.
When somebody calls to book a hunt, I'm going to give them a call back. They're going to talk to me, and the reason why is because I want to be able to answer any question they have. I want to also ask them some questions. I want to find out, what are they really expecting? I want to make sure that everybody that comes out here has a great time. And a lot of times I see hunters go to different places and they just have expectations that aren't met. That's not going to happen here. And the reason for that is because I'm going to talk to you and make doggone sure that we fulfill your expectations. And so another thing, if I'm in town, I'm here all the time. I mean, if I'm not on the road shooting episodes of the high road, I am here at Texas Hidden Springs Ranch. Did you see that one buck? He was about this wide and he had 7 or 8 points or 9 points on his mainframe, but he was put G2. And golly, he was a nice deer. And it's for that reason that a lot of times I'll wind up guiding hunters if they come out here and I'm in town. So on this next hunt coming up, Brian called up, I answered all his questions, he booked the hunt, and it turns out that I'm guiding him. Meanwhile, while I'm guiding him, my cameraman, Andrew is going to be guiding Brian's wife, Lou.
Okay, last day, last evening. Good luck. I'm going to stay behind and get everything ready for the drive back home tonight, back to Arkansas. Good luck.
Thanks.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Liberty Safe, OpticsPlanet.com, DARTON Archery, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, Blue Rock Outfitters, and the Texas Deer Association. The High Road will be right back.
This product right here is the best known product I've ever found that will wind up actually attract deer when corn won't. But this right here is called Record Rack Golden Deer Nuggets. And this is what they look like. It is an extruded, berry flavored pellet. It's got a lot of good nutrition in it and a whole lot more nutrition in it than corn. Some people will wind up using marshmallows, some peanuts, but the smart guys are now starting to use the Record Rack Golden Deer Nuggets. Why? Because the deer come, the smell attracts them from a long ways away. And like I said, it's the best thing that I've found if you have a bunch of acreage hitting the ground to still attract the deer when corn won't work.
This is our first time to hunt deer in Texas. Chose to come here because we've watched Keith on television for years. Seemed like a real genuine guy, real sincere, and runs a first-class operation. We've had a great time. First day out, we saw several does and I think 4 bucks, one really nice young buck. Keith assured me it was his first set of antlers and would be considered a trophy buck where I'm from. Deer probably weighed 80 pounds on the hoof, had a great set of horns. He's gonna be really nice in a couple years. Evening of the second day, we're in the blind maybe 5 minutes and 2 young bucks just came up out of the ground. We didn't even see them coming in. They were all of a sudden 50 yards away. Shooters where I hunt every time. They're young deer down here and you guys don't shoot them. But where I'm from, you do. We sat probably another hour and a half with absolutely no activity, starting to wonder if it was gonna happen, and Keith saw a deer to his left, thought it was a doe, and it was definitely not a doe. He's a smooth 8. Split G3. Biggest deer I'd ever seen, period. Keith gave me the green light. Said if I liked him, I could take him. Why he would say that, I don't know. Oh, thank you.
You just shut yourself one heck of a buck right there, bud.
Wow. 0 to hero. Okay, last day, last evening. Good luck.
Where we're going to be sitting tonight, there's a shadow hunter blind back here, less than 100 yards away. And I've got a Magnum scrape gripper right here and a Reconyx camera.
Oh yeah, he's got trash that I could not see. Wow.
So tell me about him.
He's huge. He's great. Chocolate horn. Biggest deer I've ever seen in a while.
Great. Thank you so much. He's beautiful. I'm speechless. I don't have anything to say. Y'all are great.
We came down on a management hunt, expecting a 8-point, older deer. And this thing, the deer I got to take, exceeded my expectations by a lot. Blown away that Keith would allow me to take a deer like that as a management deer. It's awesome. You're off the hook, man.
I'm on the hook. Thank you. All right.
Thank you. Oh.